storms we had this winter weren't something many people predicted.
KTVU meteorologist Mark Tamayo has more on the weather systems that slammed Northern California and made this past winter one to remember.
The Russian River in Guerneville is no stranger to flooding. The first storms of 2017 boosted the river nearly 6 feet above its 32-foot flood stage on January 11th. Water swelled and covered many of the roadways and flooded properties nearby.
With what's predicted tomorrow, that's going to be the highest it's been in about 10 years.
And down the coast, giant surf pounded our shoreline. Wow! While there were many great surf days at Mavericks, Saturday, January 21st was just too stormy. This crew launched their jet skis to see what the monster waves looked like. On the same day, nearby Monterey Buoy hit a record wave height, over 34 feet. A new month ushered in a new round of intense storms. These storms drenched parts of the North Bay with 3 to 6 inches of rain in one day.
That's going to go. It's going.
This Marin hillside failed on the morning of February 7th. The property that a Santa Fe family called home for decades was destroyed within a matter of hours.
It just kept getting pushed forward with the power of the mud.
And out of all the warnings issued this past winter, the February 12th evacuation alert for Oroville was unheard of. It resembled the storyline of a science fiction movie.
Essentially what we're looking at is approximately a 30-foot wall of water that would be coming out of the lake.
A healthy runoff boosted the water levels of Lake Oroville to alarming levels. A damaged spillway triggered the use of the emergency spillway. Intense water pressure eroded the soil and threatened multiple cities downstream. Over 200,000 residents were evacuated. While the worst-case scenario never happened, crews continue to work on the damaged spillway. In the South Bay, a much smaller Anderson Reservoir was filled too. Coyote Creek was working overtime to unload the excess water supply. The President's Day storm tipped the scale and flooded parts of San Jose. Over 14,000 residents were evacuated. The toll, over $70 million in damage. And in the Sierra, it was not just one event. Dozens of intense storms blanketed the slopes with deep powder. Multiple resorts reported over 58 feet of snow for the season. Right now, the record snowpack is melting, increasing the flood threat near the streams and creating hazardous conditions. After years of drought, the miracle winter seemed like a long shot. All the storms moved in from the Pacific, challenged us, and changed the landscape of Northern California. The big lesson, always be prepared for what could be headed our way. We'll see what happens next winter. Mark Tamayo, KTVU, Fox 2 News.